a yarn mountain. Don't mind me. Okay. Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Zaji, and today I want to share with you a little bit about some knitting things, maybe some crocheting things too. This is a yarn craft video for sure, so we're going to be talking about some yarn that I recently got from Lion Brand. They had one of their like spin the wheel sales, and I think I got the 35% off. I did get 35% off. So I got a couple of things that I was actually really excited about. One is a release that was a project I have been kind of stalking, and then some things are just buying some things that I love from Lion Brand. So if you like yarn and you like knitting, or you like crocheting, you love yarn-y things, then I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and continue watching. So I'm going to start with a new thing first because it's something that I have been pretty excited about. So I am going to just put up the picture. I think they have a picture that has all the colors that are a part of this launch. But I am talking about the new Skein Tones launch. This is a yarn launch from Lion Brand, and this is supposed to be their kind of like skin tone range. So they're all in colors that range throughout a various number of tones and shades and depths. I think there's 12 colors total, and I got only a couple of colors. And I got these because I've really been getting into amigurumi and making knitted dolls again. I was maybe a year or so ago, I was really obsessed with making the little dolls, and now I'm kind of getting back into that, but I want to try my hand at doing more crochet dolls, so we'll see how that goes. But I got some yarns because I was so excited. That's the biggest thing, like making a doll, it's hard to find skin tones that really match the true color of like my skin tone, or like for instance my daughter's skin tone, and you either end up with some weird muddy shade or it just be, you know, some generic shade. But I love the fact that there was so many different tones of brown. So I'm going to share with you the colors that I got. So the first one that I showed already is called Honey. This yarn is the basic stitch yarn from Lion Brand. So if you have worked with that before, this is the exact same yarn. It's just obviously these new ranges of color. And I'm so excited. I actually have not worked with basic stitch to make a knitted doll before. I've used it for like garments. I've made a sweater with basic stitch before, but I think this will be such a good yarn because it does have just a subtle little bit of fuzziness. Oh, okay, anyway. This is the Honey shade, and I thought this color would be a really good match for me. Online though I couldn't really tell, but now that I have it in real life, I know that I definitely want to be, my doll's going to be Honey for sure. And the other color that I got is Hazelnut, and I think this one will be a really good match for my daughter. I'm going to put a picture up of her, and you can tell me. So this will be me and my daughter. I love those. But I also got another color because like I said online, I wasn't 100% sure what the colors were going to look like in real life. But see, online, okay, so here's my dilemma now. I'm like, leave me a comment down below. This color that I'm holding now is Cedarwood. Do you think that Cedarwood or Honey is a better match for me with my lighting and everything? I don't know, it's a toss-up. Anyway, so I got both of these. So, you know, more is more. I'll just make multiple dolls and they'll all be for, you know, for me. Anyway. Then I got just a basic black, the basic black basic stitch. Wow. I got the basic stitch in black. Wow. For hair. Pretty good match. And I think that's all that I got from the Skein Tones range. I wanted to get just single colors because like I said, I wanted to use these for knitted dolls. and little knitted things that I'm going to be making for myself and for my daughter. But these are definitely colors that I could see myself getting more of to make nude colored garments. And I'm just going to put up the promo photo that I saw they did of a pair of knitted shorts and I think a cardigan. I can't remember right now if the cami or tank that she's wearing is also knitted, but that is calling my name, and I'm trying really hard to not abandon everything else I have and buy yarn to make one of those in one of these shades. I would probably make it in the honey color just, where's honey? In the honey color just because that is literally my favorite. Literally my favorite. Anyway. So the next thing that I got from Lion Brand was some cotton yarn, and that is because it is gonna start getting warmer. And I wanted to make some things that are a little bit more lightweight. And I have mentioned that I've already been kind of playing around with crochet more. And so I was thinking that it might end up being some sort of like crocheted tee or bikini top or something. I don't know. I got a couple of different shades here, so I'm going to show you what I got. So I got the Comfy Cotton Blend. And these are, let me see, 50% cotton and 50% polyester. And I was someone for a long time who was just like, well, I need to get 100% cotton, until I actually worked with 100% cotton, and it stretches out and it looks kind of crazy after a while. You have to always wash it to, you know, make it shrink back to the size you want. I just was not a huge fan of that. Anyway, I'm someone who's always cold, so I don't mind having the polyester in my garment. I'm sure it won't be that big of a deal. However, these are huge. So I got 3 rolls, 3 of these cakes of the Comfy Cotton, and I got this color, which is whipped cream, which is just kind of like an off-white color. This is more like a true white on my sweater now. So this is like an off-white color. So I also got another color. This is Mochaccino. Yeah, Mochaccino. And I got the Mochaccino color because I want to make this pattern from Two of Wands. I can't remember what it's called, but she has a raglan sweater that's made with this color, and it's really why I even decided to check out the Comfy Cotton Blend, because she uses that yarn for that pattern, and I thought that was a super cute pattern. I got 3 of those. And then the last one that I got was the Comfy Cotton Blend in Silver Lining. So this is just like a gray shade. They have a lot of really pretty, like more colorful shades, I guess. Like these are multi-tonal, which is something that I really love about the Comfy Cotton, because I have seen these in stores as well. But I love the fact that it's not just a single shade of gray. There's like lighter grays, some bluey grays, some darker kind of charcoaly, more kind of rich grays in here. So I just love how all of them are pretty tonal, besides the whipped cream, which is pretty all around the same off-white kind of shade. The Mochaccino is the same way. It has like browns, some lavenders, some kind of grays in there, which gives it that kind of taupey brown look. And this one, yeah, definitely looks like silver. It's, yeah. I love these colors. I'm not someone who's a huge fan of neutrals in general. Woo! I'm not someone who typically goes for neutral colors. I usually have to force myself, like I have this white sweater, but it's also a million other colors. But I'm the same way when I buy neutral colors. I like to get them with a little bit more interesting details to them, and I think that with how tonal these are, it'll still look really beautiful and not look as basic to me. I don't know. I like bright color. I like... Okay. And so the next thing that I'm getting is something that was important to me to get. I got some Woolspun from Lion Brand. So I missed out on the yarn when it came to the market the first time. I don't think that I was even knitting at that point. But when they announced that they were releasing it again, I had already kind of decided and figured out that I love working with bulky weight yarn, especially right now, because I can work for a really long time before my hands get tired. Yeah, I knew I needed to stock up on these. The first go around I bought the honey shade, I think, the yellowish shade that they have. I bought the blush shade, which is a project that I'm currently working on right now from Kim Hargreaves, and I'll put a picture of that up in the blush shade. And then I also have the linen color, which is kind of like a light beige tan color. And so I passed out on the rust the first time when I bought the yarn, because I was just like, I always buy orange yarn and I like to use orange yarn, I like to wear it, but after a while I feel like all of the garments start to look the same. I feel like I'm knitting the same thing over and over again, even if they are different, you know, you just have to switch it up. So I didn't buy it, but then I realized that this yarn may go away. They may take it off of their site again, and then I won't be able to buy it. So I was like, I love this yarn. I want to use it as much as I can. So I went ahead and bought another 7 skeins of Woolspun, but this time in the this time in the clay color. This is the color clay. And I absolutely love this color. And online it's beautiful, but in person, I love orange yarn. I love orange. I love all of these really super warm colors. That is right up my street. So I'm happy that I got a couple more skeins of this. And I already know what project I want to do. It's another Kim Hargreaves design, but this is actually from the magazine or the volume that she produced or published before winter, which is the book that I'm working from now, which is where Polar came from. I'm going to work on another cardigan. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I was looking at it last night, and all I can think about is the name of the Rowan yarn that it's actually knit in. But I'm going to use this instead, and I'm going to make a cardigan because I have a pullover sweater in this color, so now I want to make a wrap cardigan, and it is so pretty. So I'm hoping that I have enough yarn so that I can make it as long as I want, but I think I should have enough. Oh my gosh, y'all. Anyway, got 7 of those. I have a yarn mountain. Don't mind me. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to another bulky 5 that I've talked about on this channel before, and it's Hue and Me. And oh my gosh, okay, so I hate that I'm now back to making another video about buying more Hue and Me when I haven't even finished one project with the Hue and Me that I bought in the last haul that I posted earlier this year, I think. So I'll have that linked if you're interested in checking out what colors of Hue and Me I got last time. I'm so embarrassed because I love to collect yarn, and as most of you know, if you're in this craft, there's a completely different hobby between collecting yarn and actually using it to make anything. And I'm someone who has always loved yarn even before I started knitting, so this was a dangerous combination for me. Anyway, so I got some Hue and Me. Oh my god, and you know what's the worst? Okay, the cardigan that I knit back here is not with Hue and Me, but is in everything is blending together. I love this color. And I didn't get it the first time because I had really, you know, it had only been a couple months since I finished this cardigan, which is Midnight by Kim Hargreaves. And I was just like, I just used a bulky yarn. That one is a bulky 6. This is a bulky 5. And I was like, I just made a bulky weight cardigan. And I was like, okay, well then don't make a cardigan. Make a pullover and get the yarn. So I did. And here it is. This is in the Agave color. When I saw this color the first time around, I was instantly drawn to it because I love shades like this. It is literally the same color as my wall and my bins and my binder and my alpaca. I mean, I don't need to explain why I got it. I love this color and I love this yarn. I have worked with the Hue and Me that I purchased last time. I just haven't made any of those projects or finished any of those projects, but I already know I'm gonna love working with this yarn, and so I got 7 balls, skeins, things, rolls of this. And so the last yarn that I have for this haul is also a Hue and Me color. This is in Fatigues. This color is one that I purchased because I want to make the quilted, I think she just calls it a quilted coat or quilted cardigan, I can't remember. And I talked about that in the last video I talked about with Hue and Me. But I was going to use Juniper before, but I decided that I wanted to use this shade because I thought it was just such a unique shade that I don't typically go for. And I was thinking that this yarn will be really beautiful in spring because it's kind of like a pastel-y color, but I also thought it would be really beautiful in the fall time too, which is typically when I wear those cardigans the most, like kind of now. But anyway, I can wear it all year round, but I just thought that this would be such a cute color or such a cool color to add into my wardrobe that I don't typically grab for. It's a little bit ashier than I typically look for. It's a little bit, it's not as, it's kind of like a brown green, a green brown. But I was also thinking that this might be really nice for my husband. I haven't showed him this color yet, so I'm going to ask him if he likes the look of this color because I think this would be a really good color to add into his wardrobe as well, and I might make something for him and do use the Juniper to make my quilted coat. We'll see. But I like this color, and if Brian doesn't like it, then I have no problem using it for something for me. But yeah, that is everything. I do have a couple of plans for some of the yarn that I have here, and that is the only reason why I do not feel like this is too much yarn. I have a plan. As long as you have a plan, then I mean, you're good, right? You're good. I'm good. We're all good. Everybody loves yarn, so I didn't buy too much yarn. You bought too much yarn. Yeah. Please do add me down below on Ravelry and Instagram if you want to keep up with any of the other things that I'm knitting and other things that I'm adding into this stash. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you are able to see when I am posting new things, especially about knitting projects and things like that. I think I will have a video coming up pretty soon about some knitting things that you'll be interested in. So I will see you in the next one, I suppose. Have a good day. Bye-bye.